30,000 people are coming and going. In each festival, there are at least 15,000 people coming from all over the world. We used to have a festival every year for 4 years, 21 days annual festival. 15 to 17,000 people used to come. Just to prevent it, I could not see the stupidity of these people, because 21 days, if 15,000 people from outside the world remain here, they help the economy of Oregon. And there is no other place in America where people are going to stay for 21 days. America does not have a Jerusalem, neither a Mecca, nor a Kashi. They have passed a resolution in Oregon's assembly that no festival in Oregon can be more than 5 days. And we are the only people who have the festival. There is no other festival going on anywhere. To just destroy our festival, naturally just for 5 days, a person will think many times whether to come from Calcutta or from Japan or from Australia or from England, wasting that much money, and just within 5 days even he has not recovered, rested, and he is to go back.
If I may be impertinent enough to say, I'm sure you will find a way of making those 5 days so worth it that they will come. I don't think you need to worry about that at all.
We will manage.
They will come.
I have managed.
My only thing is, I say, if I may interrupt you again, is simply to say this, that do not be bothered by small-minded people are there anywhere in the world.
We are not bothered. We are not bothered. I simply want you to make your readers aware of what is being done to a commune which has done no harm to anybody, which is simply trying to improve and which is trying to prove my arguments existentially. I do not want the world to become communist in such a way that only poverty is equally distributed. That is not my idea of communism. My idea of communism is something better than capitalism. So much wealth can be created that there is no need to hoard it. So much wealth can be created that there is no need to distribute it. People will be enjoying their wealth and it will be distributed. People hoard only because the wealth is so scarce. When wealth is so much, just like air, you don't worry about it. If the air becomes scarce, then only, of course, rich people will have air, poor people will not have. And that's what I am trying to prove. We have created a commune which is self-sufficient, everybody is comfortable, everybody is immensely happy. The whole commune has all the facilities that modern technology provides. The whole commune is air conditioned. Almost everybody can get a car any moment he wants. There are pools of cars. So nobody is without a car. The commune has 100 buses, most of them air conditioned. The commune has 5 aeroplanes. And when we had come here, there was only one house dilapidated and just a desert, not even a single bird. When I came here, I looked, I was surprised. I have never seen such a place where not a single bird. Now birds have started coming. Life has a certain organic unity. Deers have come in hundreds from all other ranches. They have moved to this ranch. For the simple reason because in every other ranch they are killed.
Yes.
Only this ranch they are respected as people. Nobody can kill them, nobody can harm them. And I have told my sannyasins that make everywhere small ponds this winter in hundreds. So deers can have enough water wherever they want and grow as much alfalfa grass which they like, the only grass they eat. Fill the whole valley with alfalfa grass. So let the whole commune become a deer park. We have now 300 peacocks, 1 dozen swans, and we are trying to bring other animals, other trees, and creating an ecological balance. We have made the dam enough for commune's needs. We have another lake for people to swim, to enjoy. And we are not using this dam either for irrigation. For irrigation, we have a river. So this dam is also used for swimming, in festival time, you will see in the lake 10,000 people. The whole place becomes such a dance and such a song. All that I wanted these people, that we are not asking any favor from you. We are putting money from our own sannyasins. We have not asked a single cent from you. Just we want, please don't waste our time. You know perfectly well that you are going to be defeated. But you can waste our time. So we, rather than creating 400 legal experts, are simply wasting their time continuously, because so many cases on small things, on anything, and they start a case. And when there is a real case to start, they are delaying it as long as possible. We are asking them that why don't you start it? When we have given you every evidence, we have given you open
access,
availability to enter any house, search any place, and they have searched whatever they wanted, and they have got enough evidence. Then why you are delaying? For what? There must be something cooking behind the scene.
And what is the answer, Bhagavan?
They are simply silent.
Have you personally been served with a subpoena?
No, they cannot even have courage to do that.
Suppose they want to serve you with one, will you accept it?
I will see it. They don't have any reason. Here, when their police was here, it would have been absolutely proper for them, because I brought all the accusations publicly into the notice of the government. They should have asked for my interview. They did not. Today I have waited. Then I requested them that I want you to interview me. They gave a date, the appointment, and then they cancelled. This happened 4 times. They wasted almost 10 days. They will fix a date after 2 days, and then exactly 15 minutes before, they will connect to the Attorney General what has to be done. And they will say that from the higher up it is cancelled. But I don't see the point why it is cancelled, and who are these higher ups? You are here to inquire. You are on the spot. Why you should ask anybody? And those were the topmost police officers. And 4th time I told them that if you cancel this time, then by the evening I am going to call a national press conference. And then I am going to tell everything to them. And still 4th time they cancelled. They were thinking that I am simply threatening them. And I called the press conference, 60 people from almost every media inside America and outside America were present. And I told them that these people are trying something else. They are not looking for the criminals. We have provided enough proof. Now the simple thing is just to inform the Interpol and catch hold of these people and bring them here back. And we are ready. Whatever is needed from us, we will supply. But just silence. They are afraid about my subpoena too. Because I am going to raise that question, that why? I have not been asked in the first place. I was the person to make it open. It should have been just natural to ask me, and I have to request you. And then too, for 4 times you go on cancelling. So are you in the service of law or in the service of crime? Whom you are serving? They know perfectly well, because once they have taken my deposition in a case, and I chewed the guy perfectly well. Since then they don't ask for my deposition.
Is it true, Bhagwan, that if this matter comes to court of law, is it true that you are going to speak in your own defense?
Yes.
You will
I'm going to ask. My legal people are going to ask for permission. They can assist me, but I will speak on my own.
Do you think it is advisable, considering the circumstances in which these people operate?
It doesn't matter.
Why do you say that, Bhagwan?
Because truth needs no defense. Only lies need defense. And this much I know, that I can argue with any kind of people. There is no problem in it. My whole life I have been arguing and doing nothing else. I may not know the law, that does not matter. I know that law is nothing but a branch of logic. I know logic, I do not know law. Doesn't matter. I know the Father, I don't know the Son.
Bhagwan, may I ask you something little more personal? You have said, I have only the evidence of what I read, and it is so contradictory, therefore I ask you myself. Is it possible for someone of your enlightenment, of your knowledge of human nature, as you say, of logic, of the way people act and behave, to have somebody in your midst for 3 years and not to be aware that that person was undergoing a fundamental change? Maybe not the details of the change, maybe not the depth or degree of the change, but that there was a change taking place.
No, the problem was that Sila was never inclined towards spirituality, towards any inner growth, towards meditation. From the very beginning, if she would have been inclined, then I would have immediately detected the change. She was never a meditator, she never meditated. She has other qualities She was very pragmatic, very practical. And very strong. And in the beginning days of this commune, particularly so because I was in silence and in isolation, I cannot give it to someone who was too much in meditation. Either someone who is enlightened could have been able to manage it, or someone who has nothing to do with enlightenment, who is just earthly. A person who is in between would not have been able to manage millions of dollars, all these politicians, all these courts, all these legal affairs. A person who is just on the way is more inclined towards himself, wants to be left alone, wants to have peace and silence. He does not want to fight and struggle. I can fight because I have nothing to lose. What I have gained is something which even if I want to lose, there is no way to lose it. But a meditator can lose easily. So there were only two possibilities. Either I have to do it myself. I was sick. Badly, that I wanted complete rest for 3-4 years until I am perfectly okay so that I can come back again. Sila has lived in America almost her whole life. She was married in America to an American. She knew America, she knew the American way of doing things. The whole group that has come with me, none of them was American. Only Sila was the person who was not American, but she has lived in America and was married in America. She was almost an American. And she was absolutely materialistic. These were the qualities that I had chosen her. As far as the future is concerned of anybody, one thing has to be understood, that it is not determined. Somebody may be absolutely loving this moment, and next moment he may murder someone. You cannot decide what is going to happen in the next moment. And this is one of the man's privilege, that his future is not determined. That means his future is free, and he has a freedom to move. The sinner can become a saint, the saint can become a sinner. So I had no idea that Sila, who has never done anything like that, will turn into a criminal. But she alone is not responsible for it. The politicians forced her. The Oregonians, their hostility, forced her. She must have some instinct in her unconscious that became conscious, took advantage of the situation. But she was not alone. The hostility outside, the constant threat of those people that they will kill her, they will kill me, they will come and bulldoze the whole commune. By and by, she started functioning actually like those people. It is almost human and understandable.
Bhagwan, it has happened before. It happened with Hitler, it happened with Mussolini, it has happened in the course of history. It's not something unique.
No, it is not unique. It is not unique. Sila is not unique. It cannot happen with me. For 30 years, people have been with me. It has never even occurred, not even an idea, that somebody has to be killed. Even though I have been attacked, attempts on my life have been made, then too it has never occurred to me that I should retaliate. I had people who were really angry and wanted to retaliate, and when the person who had attacked last time before I left India and threw a knife at me, 10,000 sannyasins were eyewitnesses. 20 top police officers of Pune were eyewitnesses because they received an anonymous phone call that somebody is going to throw a knife at me, this morning's discourse. So you hurry up. So all the top police officers were there before he threw. They caught him red-handed. They saw him. They took the knife with them. They took the man with them. And still the man was released by the court. Honorably, that this thing has not happened. The knife has not been thrown. 10,000 people, my tape record, suddenly my stopping, the noise of the knife falling on the floor, that man shouting, and then I started speaking again where I had left. 20 police officers, and it was not our case, it was a police case. They had caught him red-handed, still he was left. And the magistrate must have felt very bad. From a common friend, a doctor, he informed and asked my apology. He said, just forgive me, because that man belongs to a political party. And the pressure is too much on me. The government wants him to be released. My promotion is due, and I am a poor magistrate. Children are there, my wife is there, my old parents are there. And if I give him any punishment, then my life is ruined, my children's life is ruined. They will send me to some far off place, and my promotion is finished. Then it is not going to happen, at least till this party remains in power. So please forgive me. I told the doctor, tell the magistrate there is no problem in it. I can understand your position. The difficulty is how I am to make my people understand, because they are almost ready to kill the man. Because this is too much. Every evidence so it cannot happen with me. But with Sila, just an ordinary human being with no higher qualities, with no higher aspirations. She became ambitious, she became power-oriented, and suddenly she saw so much money she had never dreamt of. $200 million were in her hands. $43 million she has kept in Switzerland. which were bound to come here, that is a theft in her own name. But she is simply foolish. Now she is purchasing a hotel in Germany. And once she purchases it, because that money was coming from German sannyasins and German communes, that money either belongs to German communes or it belongs to this commune. And she is purchasing a hotel, 5-star hotel in Germany. She will be soon, if these people don't catch him, then German sannyasins are going to put her into jail. From where she got the money? She is not rich. Neither the other people in her group are rich. $43 million from where she got.
Do you have evidence that it is with her in fact?
Yes, because her secretary, who left her 2 years before because she had cancer, she has come back. She is going to give her affidavit and her testimony that she remembers the number of the account, the bank, how much money. And she also remembers that when she got this money, she started dealing in drugs. She started smuggling things from one country to another country, gold from this country to that country. And particularly hard drugs. So 43 is just from the communes, but she may have more than that. If she was dealing in hard drugs, then she will get into more trouble. But nobody can. There is no way to predict what a man can do. The future remains always unpredictable and unknown.
But in the life of a commune, Bhagwan, how are you going to see that such a thing can never happen again?
At least in my lifetime, it won't happen because I am not going into silence again. Just so that nothing like this happens. And I am making every possible arrangement that even if I am not here, it will not happen. For example, I am decentralizing the power. Sheila had all the power in her hands. Now I am distributing it into 10 corporations. So 10 people will be
responsible,
equally powerful, and they will all be chosen from their corporations. Secondly, I am making it that the people should not remain long time in power. At the most 1 year, 6 months to 1 year should be the longest term. Then they should rotate. So nobody takes it for granted that it is his power. So decentralization and rotation of the people. So many more people have the chances to show their ability, their potentiality, capacity, and nobody becomes addicted that it is something that is his, nobody else can have it. Thirdly, I have changed. Now sannyasins will not be having any uniform. So that sannyas becomes available to many more people. Many intelligent people were simply prevented because of the red clothes. Their jobs are there, their parents are there, their wife, their children, their friends, and everywhere they feel in a kind of embarrassment. The mala is no more needed. It is all optional. You can use any color. If you want, you can use mala. If you don't want, you don't need. Only meditation remains the essential core, which is something inner, which has nothing to do with outside. So I want it more wide. So more people can come in. What Sila did, she removed all intelligent people from the commune. The chancellor of the university, the vice chancellor of the university, both she harassed and they had to leave. She harassed so many people, particularly all the people who have been close to me. She harassed them because she was afraid. These people can be her competitors at any time. And she was almost always afraid that I can change her. She was asking me again and again that Bhagwan, help me when you change me, that I can gracefully become an ordinary sannyasin again. And I said, certainly I will help you. But she escaped like a thief. That was not graceful. I had asked her to come to see me at least before you leave. I am not going to say anything to you. It is perfectly your choice, your freedom. If you don't want to be here, there is no problem, you can go. But I had no idea, but she had every idea what she has done, and she was afraid, perhaps I have come to know. She was not here for 1 month, she was in Australia. So she was afraid, perhaps within this 1 month I have come to know few things. She never came to see me. I reminded her, sent the message that remember you always used to ask that let me become gracefully an ordinary sannyasin. Whenever you feel that somebody else can take over my place and do the work better. So don't go without seeing me. And remember that I am not going to ask any question. But she could not gather the courage, and she escaped simply at the time when I always go into the mountains just for 1.5 hour drive at 2 o'clock, 2 to 4, I am in the mountains. At that time, exactly at 4, I saw the plane going. I had no idea that she is going. When I came back home, then I heard that she has left and she has taken 20 other people, all the topmost people with her.
Bhagwan, you have been asked before that why is it that you have given women a chance more than men, and the answer you have given is that you felt that with women there would be a better, more compassionate, not rule, but chance for people. Has the events of the recent past caused you to revise that opinion?
No. Not a single sila can represent the whole womanhood. I have given it again to another woman.
Quite right. Another question I have for you, Bhagwan, is you mentioned just now, you announced the end of Rajneeshism. You say that colored robes are no longer required, nor also the mala. These are discarding of external symbols. Has there been any fundamental change in your way of thinking, either of or lifestyle of this community?
No.
Now,
just outer symbols have to be dropped so that there will be no difference between outsiders and sannyasins, no discrimination. And anybody who wants to be sannyasin, because I know thousands of people have wanted and had asked but were afraid about the robe and the mala. Now there will be no fear for them. So I want it to become as wide as possible. So more intelligent people, more intelligent, creative musicians, artists, all those who are really not power-oriented but have contributed to the beauty of life become interested. They are interested and they would like to be part of such a commune. I have chosen Prem Hasya as the president because of her very creative mind. She with her husband has created one of the best movies, Godfather. And she came close to me because she wanted to make a movie on me, on the sannyasins and my whole way of life. So she was working on it, that's why she had come. And I saw in her intelligence, creativity, a very loving heart and no desire for power. I have given again places to women. The commune president is now Anuradha, who has been with me almost for 10 years. Doing any kind of work, comes from one of the richest families in England. So there is no question of that money can become important to her and is ready to do anything. She was very friendly to Sila, but Sila could not take her into her group for the simple reason because her love towards me and to the commune is so much that she will not do any such thing that goes against my ideology. So she was left out. Just one woman cannot destroy my respect for womanhood. I will go on giving chances again and again. For the simple reason, for thousands of years women have not been given chance. So it is possible that when they get the chance, it is just like a hungry man who has been hungry for many days is bound to eat too much and is bound to become sick by eating. That's what happened to Sila. She had never seen so big money. She had never seen so much power. In my name, she had 10,000 people who could have died or done anything. She was just a waitress in a hotel. And the mind has not changed. Again, she has purchased the hotel.
Bhagwan, if we may leave the subject of Sheila, I have been specifically asked by the Times to ask you questions about India. I know you have spoken in the past. In the recent past, I have only come across the paper after coming here today. I have not been able to go through it with as much diligence as I would like to. But there are certain things about India that we would like you to answer briefly as you like. One is, you left India rather abruptly and came here. Many rumors have been floating as to why you left, why you came, what are the reasons, etc. Would you like to tell us briefly, what were the circumstances that made you come here?
No, there was nothing. Really my health and no other reason. My back was very bad. I could not walk, could not sit. In my commune in Pune, we had all kinds of therapists, massage people, body workers, and very good ones. They all tried, but there was no change. They tried traction, nothing worked. Then from England we had to call experts. The best one in the world. He was known almost as a miracle worker on the back. But within 2 days he also lost hope. He said, "You will have to live with it. All that can be done is take care, but don't hope that the back will be absolutely right. Because it is not something that has gone wrong suddenly. It has gone wrong in a long period of time. Perhaps 30, 40 years, it has been going slowly, slowly in a wrong state, and you never became aware, and now it has come to a peak. When suddenly something happens to the back, it can be settled again. But this is not a sudden case. So when we push the bone back, it slips out again. It has become its natural state. And then I was suffering from allergy. Any perfume, any dust, any smoke, and I will have asthma attacks. Then whole night it was difficult to sleep. Thirdly was my diabetes, which is my inheritance. My great-grandfather had it, my grandfather had it, my father had it, I have it, my all uncles have it, my all brothers have it. It seems to be something intrinsic, so it cannot be cured. It can only be kept in control. And my allergy needed dry air and cool air, no humidity. That's why I shifted from Bombay to Pune, because Bombay was more humid, Pune was less, but still it didn't make much difference. I was asking Indian government to allow me to purchase land in Kutch, but Murarji has been my lifelong friend. When he was Chief Minister of Gujarat, he wanted to prohibit my entrance into Gujarat. But he could not do it because I said that I will take you to the court. On what grounds you can prohibit me from entering Gujarat? Gujarat is not a separate country. And he could not convince his own assembly either. That they said it will be absolutely absurd. Before the Supreme Court, what grounds, on what grounds, what wrong he has done against Gujarat? But he was Prime Minister. So he made every effort that I should not get into Kutch, because now Kutch is part of Gujarat. Kutch was exactly the same climate as this place in Oregon. Desert, dry, and the palace in Kutch, the father of the present Maharaja had the same problem with allergies. So experts have explored all over Kutch, where the palace should be made. So it was exactly made as if for me. The palace was in such a place that the place was cool, dry, and immensely beautiful. And since the Maharaja died, nobody has lived in that palace. And it was big enough for my commune. 700 acres, and almost 1,000 people could live immediately. And then we could create more and we could purchase more, because Kutch is almost empty. Nobody lives there. Murarji was creating trouble. He managed it because he could not do anything directly. The king was ready to sell it to me. He even took the advance of 2 lakhs. Murarji could not do anything. Whether you are a prime minister or what, that does not matter. The property belonged to the Maharaja and I could purchase it. But what he did, he convinced the army. They had army headquarters somewhere near the palace, 50 miles away, because it is the border of Pakistan. That if I am there, then thousands of foreigners will be there, and that will be dangerous to the security of India, because it is on the boundary. So army became the barrier. The army told the Maharaja, you cannot sell it. It is a question of national security.